Hello. Okay. Weird. Test. Hey, hey. Okay. R type is. What's it do? Test. It keeps defaulting to off. Multiple times I've said it. This software just does stuff by itself. Yeah, but it's probably just gonna go away again. It's out of my control. It's so frustrating. I was saying, do we know where the soul stone is? Have they told us yet? I don't get this. How can they think it's a smart decision to tease a soul stone and then it's just there's no mention of it anywhere? How is that possibly a thing? I am tired. I just woke up. I had a rough night. My puppy's torturing us. I don't know how you guys do it with kids. I don't get this. I do not get this. All right, the Court of Glory should be open, right? Let me pop up the list and see how many people we got to do today. I'm assuming it's not that big because nothing's been that big lately. Um, uh, can do yours first? Sure. Give me a second to pull this up though. Oh, I had no answers, and it's because I clicked the wrong form. Okay, it looks like we've got 6 people signed up, maybe 7. Um, oh, and then R type wants it, so it's gonna be 8 or 9, maybe 8. Looks like that's not bad. Okay, sure. You want to start R type? I don't mind that. 5 kids under 7. Jesus, man. Zero Promo Sutra is a million times better than a maxed out Spirit Siphon. A Sutra changes the way he attacks. Like it's not about damage multipliers. It fundamentally, it does have some damage boosts, but it fundamentally changes how Hex works. No worries, Moon Man. You got a new Magda? Magda's insanely strong. All right, we're gonna start with the pulls shortly. Looks like it's gonna be a pretty small stream, so let's do it. R-Type, check your DMs, please. All right, he's got 16,000 diamonds. Oh, I almost just spilled 266. All right. So we should be good for like a little over 4. Probably if we do rebate or not. Without that, we'll be good for 450 summons, something like that. Are we ready, guys? We're ready for some pulls? Are we ready? Seems like a couple people are. Doesn't seem like that many people are. Prophecy says 10 legendary pulls and no Malvira. Dude, I hear you, but like that, you should have realized this. It shouldn't have had. It should not have. This. That should not have. That should not have had to happen for you to be like, all right, now I'm going free to play. Because the rate's 20%, so it's just so you can just miss over and over and over, unless something changes. R-Type's luck hasn't been that good lately, so hopefully he gets 2 of her. I hope. All right, let's kick it off, guys. Let's turn the music off. Buckle up, everybody. By the way, Melville, if you're there, Simeon, you are next. Let me actually message him very quickly. He DM'd me. All right, 3, 2, 1. Baba Booey. Kick it off with some tax, baby. Some sweet, sweet tax. A3 and 400 pulls. Let's get him 1 copy. I think that'd be a win. Yeah, to be honest, like A1 is really good, but on my account, I'd be pretty. I think I'll probably stop at A0 if I can get it with a reasonable amount. All right, we got Idril. Ooh, we hit already. He didn't mention anything about Pity. I think that's an early hit. This is really such a good starter banner. Malvira is a huge carry, and then you get Idril dupes. Come on. Constants. I don't think he has A5 constants. That's kind of huge. Let's see. I should have just sorted. This is taking longer, but now I committed. Where is she? A3, her best awakening. Congratulations. She becomes extremely strong. So if you don't know how her A3 works, whenever she gets healed, her attack goes up. I believe it's 10%. So that's offered for base attack, which brings her to another 3,500 attack. 3,500. It's another 350 attack. I mean, that is a ton, right? That is a ton. So whenever she gets healed, now she's jumping up over 11,500 with this current build. That's a big pickup for an account like this. All right, let's continue. Birdier says he would die for Constance. Well, don't go dying on us. More tax. Got an epic. You got Malvira and Eris in 185 summons. Those are my dream summons, man. Eris, Malvira, Lynx, and Araka are the only normal heroes I don't have. So if I could pick up an Eris or a Lynx today, I'd prefer Eris. Any idea how much till Pity? We just hit a legendary. I don't know. We've done like 40 pulls since then. Ooh, it looks like you've graduated to the legendary crystals. Oh, you were like the same amount of summons, R-Type. I'm a little more, but... Ooh, there we go again. The rates are rating. I think we've only done about 100 summons tops. Another early hit. Come on. This is going to be the big girl. Big girl, you are beautiful. Sadie. Gross. She's trying to make herself look all busty, smushing the loot up against it. You're not fooling anyone, Sadie. You're mid. All right, I want to see how many pulls it's been though. That was efficient. That's crazy. It's 80 pulls. 2 legendaries and 80 pulls. All right, we got some non-Malviras out of the way. Now come home, big girl. You got Avalon. The rate up is rating up, but not for our girl yet. More tax than I'd like to see, frankly. Again, it's okay. It's leading up to our sweet, sweet sea under the sea queen, Ursula. I realize, is she not even supposed to be aquatic themed? She just seems like sea witch to me. But is she? Has anyone read her lore, Seamus? We got Idril, another Idril. That is the sad part of these old veteran accounts, right? You don't need any epics. You have every single one maxed out. I really do wish there was a larger epic pool. I mean, by this point, we probably still would all have it filled, but maybe there'd be a couple things people could be missing. I don't think buckets still exist. That's my gut check. I probably watch more summons, actually like live doing them than anyone in the world, right? Unless maybe some super whales I don't know about. But, you know, every time we do a pulls party, I do several thousand pulls, and it definitely feels like there's been a change. Yeah, I have about the same R type. Yeah, there's Azoth. Now, did anyone answer me about Azoth in the comments? He's on the rate up. I was like, I bet you there. Let me know now, chat. I bet you there's some people that don't know Azoth exists. That he's even a character in this game. Rox is incredibly good. Like top 3 epic tank, if not better than that. I DM them Metafusion. Actually, you know, I DM them like a list of suggestions, and there were a couple they asked me to post as official suggestions. Maybe we'll do that now together. Lots of blue. Now they want us to taste pity. They said you had it too good to start. I never pulled my first. I pulled Morgan at the very beginning from an ancient, and I never pulled my second lord and first lord from a normal summon until I was over 6,500 summons. It was like 6,600. That's just life, baby. It sucks out here. In these streets, it's brutal. All right. I don't like this waiting. Azoth again. Ay. All right, I'll take this moment to remind people to like the stream. We have 150 viewers and only 30 likes. You can just click that button, and it will make me feel better. Come on. Solda, okay. Extra points for the arrival of heroes. I don't know how to see where your soul stones are hitting if you don't have a reset book. I'm going to be honest, I cannot even fathom how you could not know where you put your soul stones. But maybe that's just me. Yeah, the only method I know is to check with the reset book. You got her in 250 pulls. Congratulations. Yeah, we can pick up a Hards today. That'd be good. There we go. That was definitely full pity. All right. Let's go. We'll see if I get copyright claimed for that. Worth it. There she is, our first Malvira of the day. I got to say, what a session for R-Type. Picking up an A3 Constance. You have to pick up a banner, Sadie, whatever. And then you get Malvira. I think it was 300 summons or something, maybe less. I mean, that's how you draw it up at home, baby. That is a good way to start. Let's see. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. Oh, but not 26. 260 summons, dude. You actually hit her slightly early there. You hit her at like 170, 160, 170. We take those. Pretty dang good, baby. Oh, we started with 286? Okay, so it was 280. I mean, that's pretty dang good. No, it was 260. I just counted it. That's great. We'll take it. We want to stop there, R-Type? What's the plan? Yeah, stop. Okay, cool. Melville, you're up now. Let me log in. Give me 1 second, R-Type. Oh, my God. R-Type, we have the same border and the same avatar. I am going to switch to the new avatar, though. I like it. Boom, 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 boom. 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 Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Alrighty, alrighty, alright. Another very similar looking setup. We're here with Melville. Looks like he hit a level 100. I think that must be somewhat recent, right? Yeah, I think he probably recently hit level 100. Congratulations. Let's see. What is the plan here, buddy? Let's pull 2 legendaries, he says. Let's pull till we hit 2. All right. You guys ready? Throw some R's in the chat, and let's get into it. I guess while I wait for you guys to do those R's, I'll say I'm going to list off the other people that signed up. DM me if you're there and you want to have polls soon. So we have Rangan, we have Sean, S-H-O-N, Sean. We have Trey, we have TJ, and we have Jim. The nicknames are Darkness, Sean, Chaos Reaper, TJ, and JPB. All right. I'll wait for those people to DM. Three, two, one. Going for 2 legendaries. Let's keep going. All right, we got Idril. Sorry, I'm figuring out all the other people. All right. Sorry. All right, back to it. Let's focus. Let's get some Legos, baby. Some legendaries. Claim that. Let's pull. Would you be interested in League in 2 months contests? Got sponsorships for 3 completed challenges. Cannot imagine I'd be interested in playing. Are you assuming you mean League of Legends? I can't imagine I'd have any interest in ever playing that game, frankly. Never played it, and never have any interest in playing it. I'm sure it's fun, but not for me. Okay. What do we got here? Cetrum. Not what we were looking for. I wonder what awakening that is. Let's take a peek. A2. We'll take an A2 for sure. Not a bad pull at all. I'm really not looking to play any other games. It would have to be quite the sponsorship. Also, guys, in case anyone plays Raid, we're going to do a mini little Raid pulls party today as well, pulling the Sacreds for the Summon Rush. So if anyone's interested, DM me. I should probably announce that too. Yeah, there's no way I'm interested in this, Tom, but thank you. I haven't tried today. I'll be doing that later after we finish all the pulls and stuff. Sorry, Sean. Yeah, we don't have a big enough raid community yet for me to know how to announce that. But I'm tired, yeah. What do you want me to do? I am tired. My watchers are perfection. I think I have every watcher except for Eris, basically, and Eunomia. So I can't imagine I will not beat it. Maybe it'll take some time, but I can guarantee you I will beat it. I have Leia, I have A3 Ingrid, I have Diao Chan A1, I have all the epics. Who else? Who else could I see being good? Callista. I have everybody. They're making you work, Melville. It's up to you. If you're a big spender, you have a ton saved, you could go for Awakenings. Personally, I will only go... the A1's really... That's my favorite Awakening. The A1 and the A2... I'd say in order, my favorite goes A1, A2, A3. So it depends how early I start hitting. I think I definitely want to max out the Spiritual Altar on my account. But probably will stop then, if I've hit her by then. You're supposed to push them back. You gotta bring Borit. Actually, give me one sec. First place, though. I don't know what Gwent means, or Gwent. What is? I have no idea what that means. Yeah, this is rough, but I mean, if you get her, it will be less rough. But yeah, it looks like we're going to pity again. Well, I guess we didn't go to pity on the first one. I think that's basically what it is. People are just used to seeing lucky stuff. Because right now, you know, if we go to pity and we probably will have, there's rocks. We'll probably have done 300 summons and got 2 legendaries. That's kind of right on it. Yeah, we're definitely marching the whole way there. It's a game from the Witcher series of games. Know nothing about it. There we go. Baba Booey, Baba Booey. Well, now these summons suck. Now they suck. Double, 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 double. All right, what do you want to do? We had 280 summons. So 280 summons, 2 legendaries. Not that bad, but Setrum good, Aurum disaster. Do one more? Okay. Epics. Let's hit one early. Let's hit one in the next 50. Little hollow action. Another Isolda. Second Isolda of the day. Isolda. Malvira and Valkyra. Almost rhymes. 60 summons and 1 legendary summon. That's pretty spiced up. Silas is not good in Guild Boss unless you have his Virna Bond skill. Do you have Virna? If you don't have Virna, that's what you're doing wrong, JJ. It's not your fault. His damage in Guild Boss is very lackluster if you don't have Virna. So after this, we've got Trey, and then Rangan. The other people that I haven't heard from are Jim, but I think he might have messaged me overnight. TJ, and then Sean, S-H-O-N, Sean. So Sean, especially, if you can message me, would be great. Bum, 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 bum. They're making us work today on this account. They're making us burn these blues, baby. Come on, we got Nizandai and Idril. More epics. She'll go into the... She's already in the pool. There's no delay. There's only a delay on special banners. So if she came out the same weekend as a nascent or a 1+1 banner, she wouldn't be there until the banners were over. But for any normal banners, they're already in the pool. These rates are not rating for Melville right now. There we go. Show me that big mama. Show me that big old mama. Let's go. Let's go. It'll be worth it if it's her. We have 500 pulls together. That's not bad. Come on. Fuck. At least she's new. At least she's new. You hit the wrong banner. You hit the wrong banner, hero, my friend. That is an ouch. It is new. It is new. You do usually have good luck, so you probably were due. You want to call it there, Melville? Thank you, Death. That's enough for you? All right, fair enough, sir. All right, now we are going to go to Trey. One moment. All right, everybody wish him luck. We need some luck right now. Let's turn our fortunes. R-Type was very lucky, at least. Just hit 200 viewers. Thank you, guys. Perfect your Pope run. I mean, that'll help. That's actually a huge pull then for that. Yeah, I mean, new, especially on an account like yours, it's a big pull. I don't know. I'm going to do it after this. And I'll have a guide later today. Advanced attributes? What does that mean, advanced attributes? Everyone gets extra attributes when you promote them. Every hero in the game. See? Thank you, Snick. All right, let's go. What does Trey want us to do? Doesn't have too much. I'm assuming he probably wants us to pull everything. Do 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 boo He said, rip it all, baby, until we hit her. So after this, we're gonna do Rangan and then Jim. And then I just messaged TJ. And then the only person I haven't heard from is Sean, S-H-O-N, Sean. Also Kyle, but I think he's not gonna show up. Peace out, Melville. All right, pull it all, baby. Let's go. Let's get her. I want to see more big lady. Let's see it. Got a little Tazira. God, Tazira doesn't exist in this game anymore, does she? Boom, 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 boom. Elsbieta, that's amazing. Like, from 14 with only, without a 2x, 14 is better than average. So if you got Helga from 14, that's good. And then obviously, like you said, Malvira from 70 is crazy. So congrats. 400 summons and she didn't come. Sorry to hear it. If you don't have anyone. And even still, if you have any good DPS, you might be better off just trying to max the DPS in between the shields instead of last longer in the fights. But yeah, theoretically, she can be quite good in sticks. Really depends on UW's, depends on the account. Greed and Cyclone. I'm definitely pulling for Malvira, up to like 600 or 700 summons on my account. Maybe more if things go really bad. What do you mean pity already? It's your first one. It's binary. It's you have to go to pity or not. Most people have to go to pity. Pity comes before expected value, right? Theo in. Should be getting close. We had like 180, right? So towards the end of these blues, we should be hitting pity. You hit level 100 and got 160 tide. Congratulations. It's a big day for your account. I'm doing my pulls today. Yeah, right after this, we're doing my pulls. There we go. Pity means at some point you're guaranteed to get a legendary. All the rules are listed in the game. Come on, let's see it. Let's see it. Nope. Nope. Talulers. This is pity. You go detail, pity timer rules. Every currency in this game has its own pity timer rules. So you can see there's a hard guarantee at 200. After 180, every pull increases your chances by 5%. And then it's different for every currency. So this is the gold summons. It's different, right? All right, we got maybe with self we can guarantee another. Probably not guarantee. Actually, now they say it, no shot. But we got enough that we got a decent opportunity to hit again. We're definitely slightly struggling with our Malvira rates. It's not as bad as people it might seem. We're 1 for 7. We'd expect to be 1 for 5. So if we hit in the next 3, we're right on the rates. Just an honest representation of how hard it is to hit a rate up in this game. Got Dolores. As a hero, Malvira is about 20 to 50 times better than King Hearts as a hero. I mean, Hearts is obviously a lord, so it's a different kind of conversation. But in terms of their kit, Malvira is maybe 50 to 60 times better. There we go, bright and early. What you bitching about, Trey? You hit 2 and 250 or something. Maybe 230. Come on now. Oh, lucky boy. All right. Not as good as my queue up the first time. Now I'm definitely going to get copyright struck, though. But whatever. If anyone wants to super chat or something, be my guest. Shall we call it there, Trey? So now we're ahead of the rates, right? Now we're at 25%. What's the plan, Trey? Stop. I think it's probably the right call. All right, Rangan, you are up. Okay, let's log in. And after this, as of, ooh, you're going to have to confirm it again. Why do they do this? Rangan, you got to click 93. Sometimes they make me do it twice. All right, so after this, we got TJ and then Jim, and then we're done. Then we're headed to Twitch, and we're going to do my pulls. Rangan, you got to click 93, buddy. There, you just clicked it. Beautiful. Beautiful. I mean, 14,000 diamonds is like, what is that? 160 summons. So you pulled 380 summons. So you had an incredible day at the office, Ruel. You pulled like less than 400 summons and you got 6 legendaries. So good to be you. I've never dual streamed summons and I never will. There's no benefit to dual streaming. It hurts my analytics on both platforms. So unless I, start getting thousands and thousands of viewers, I see truly no benefit to dual streaming. All right, let's go. Got 142, 29K. He said he doesn't want to pull that much. He said only pull 100. I hope you have a little pity built. No. I said you have no pity, so if we don't hit legendary, just 100 and stop. I'll wait to see what he says. He's 6 pulls into pity. Yeah, I'm still like a very small streamer, right? So it doesn't make sense. He said he just wants to do 10 pulls and just be done. So we're going to take this down to 42, and he's going to have to get extremely lucky. I hope he expects not to get her, because that would be the very wise expectation. But who knows? You can get lucky. My presumption is he wants to save in case a limited comes soon. That's what I would guess. Which I think is... you got much more than enough, but it's okay. Or maybe he's waiting if like a Silas banner is going to pop up or something, which is fair. That would be fair. But for a limited, you have very much overkill. All right, second 10 pull, Bupkis. 8 to go. Dude, 200 live viewers. This is our smallest pulls party in probably a year. Maybe that's why you're saying, whoa. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've told the devs, I like get annoyed and message them maybe once a week, if not more, saying, hey, we got to get the game popular because I see the numbers going down. And they're like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, no, it's not. Let me send you these Google Analytics. How many Malviras? We've pulled 8 legendaries. 2 of them have been Malvira, which is above expectation. So it's gone pretty well. 2 Malviras, 2 Sadies, and 4 not from the banner. Yeah, Bonded and Nora is much better for sure. Getting towards the end of this account already. Can we get lucky? Can we get lucky? We're halfway done. We got 5 more 10 pulls to do. Yeah, congratulations on the merit. Your merit's awesome. No, I mean, for a long time, we would always be, I mean, I'd say the minimum was 300 to 400 for a pulse party. And when it was really popular, we've gotten over 800. But yeah, no, interest in the game is waning for sure. For sure. I think even the Diao Chan pulls, we were only at like 350 or something. Comparatively, like Wukong, we were, through the roof. How'd you pull a broke here? Because he's in the summoning pool. I got 2 more 10 pulls on this account. So I'll take this down to 49. All right, he's going to have to get lucky on the last one here, folks. He's going to have to get lucky. Last shot. All right, we got epics. Well, thank you, Rangan. Up now, we've got TJ, and then we've got Jim, and then we're heading to my account. And I'm going to do a lot of pulls, probably, unless I get really lucky. So that should be some fun. So there's Azoth. Great. Azoth. Great. Azoth. Oh, great. Freaking great. All right, thanks again. Let's get TJ going. All right. TJ is one of the people that has a VK account, which I always appreciate, especially if you like when I pull for you a lot. If you want to make a VK account, it makes slogging so much smoother. It's the easiest for me by a lot. So like Melville, you saw, he always does VK. Hawkus always does VK. TJ does VK. I like it. It's easy. Okay. All right, guys. Let me know if you're ready. We got 2 accounts left here before we move to Twitch and do mine. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. What's the instructions? My instructions. Pull till 1 legendary. So we're just going to pull for 1 legendary. Obviously, that will be guaranteed. Hopefully, we get nice and lucky. You got Regulus. I mean, if it was a new Regulus, that's a good pull. The interest in Watchers going down because there was a huge scandal or a huge flub with the TikTok stuff, and then they didn't do anything to like carry themselves out of it. They just try to act like nothing happened. They just went on with normally planned events, normally planned pacing, so on and so on. Whereas like if, you know, like think about it this way, this is dramatic, but if a hurricane hit a town, you can't just be like, ooh, that hurricane sucked, and just keep on business as usual. You got to make some investment to rebuild everything, right? That's what TikTok going down and then the game going down and a bunch of people deleting the game and leaving. That was the hurricane for Watcher of Realms. And coming out of that, there was nothing. Right? There was the daily login, and that was it. So yeah, it's just like they're not winning any new players, returning players back, and they're not doing the marketing to win the new players. So it's just interesting. You can go check Google Analytics. It just goes down every day. I check it almost every day. Maybe not. Every couple days I check. I don't know about a free legendary, but they should have done some big promotion. Like, hey guys, like it's the we're back week, you know? Once they got reinstated in the Google Play Store and the App Store. Like, we're back week, and it's a 7-day login, and maybe the 7th day you get a free random legendary, you know? And on the 5th day you get an unpolished soul stone. And maybe there's a little quests along with it, and if you do this raid this number of times and this thing this number of times, you can get 5-star fodders, or you could see how you could design it that way. But instead it was just like meh. All right, let's go get you one shot, 1 Malvira. I mean, raid, it doesn't matter. Oh, wrong banner. What? Oh, that's weird. Sorry. Consider it pity. Pity being built. Raid is just such an enormous player base, right? That they can get away with a lot of dips. But for us, the player base kind of is so small to begin with, losing a couple thousand people can be felt. If Raid loses a couple thousand players, it doesn't matter. But no, Raid's interest is like very much plateaued for a long time now, from what I understand at least. They also advertise so much better, right? If you ever seen a Raid commercial, it's a whole nother level. Nothing about this game is pay to win. It's the most free-to-play friendly game I've ever played of this genre. It's not even close. Nothing about this game has become more pay to win. If anything, it's become less pay to win. Nice and early, bright and early, took very few summons. Is this our big lady? Could this be her? Nope. All right, TJ, sorry, buddy. You got crashed. You got crashed. Happens to the best of us. It's happened to me about 8 or 9 times. More to the left of screen? No, thank you. Why? I'm not in the way of anything. Like, there's always going to be a card or two covered. Not going to happen. Sorry. You've only seen one Watcher ad. I've seen hundreds of Watcher ads, so that's not true. You're not watching enough ads then. But no, the quality of Raid ads. The Watcher ads are like me or Susie just yelling like, "Ooh, I hope I get Sadie." You know, that's the whole ad. The Raid ads are like these full, huge productions, you know, with very high quality, full of like cinematic animations or live action scripted stuff. Big Bertha? Nah, Large March. Anyway, there we go. Yeah, Watchers, they're just being really cheap on their marketing. You've never seen, dude, I've seen so many. I used to see them constantly. When the like around this time last year after the Lust banner, there was a Lust ad with me and a Lust ad with Ash, I think, or Lust ad with maybe Dan Heilman. It would be like, I'd see it, every ad was that. Yeah, they could just use the hero intro for ads. I agree with that. Okay, we got one more account. Thank you, TJ. Up now we got Jim. I already queued it up. Oh, he's Google Play Games. All right, let's see. What are his instructions? This is the final viewer account, guys. If you're new here, you don't know. When we finish all the viewer accounts, we move over to Twitch and we do my summons. If you don't want to go to Twitch, my summons will be posted as an edited video after the fact, usually 2 to 3 days later. But if you want to watch them live, we'll be on Twitch after this. What does Jim say? Pull for Malvira. And that must mean pull everything because he doesn't have much. All right, guys, wish him luck. 3, 2, 1, let's go. How you doing, John? She's going to be good in AMR 22? Yeah, I have a whole guide on it. Go check it out. Their raid ads and Subway Surfers. Any luck? Yeah, we've been fine. Slightly above the rates. Nothing so special. What, we've pulled 11 legendaries, 4 banners, two of each. I guess now we're slightly below the rates, I should say, right? 4 out of 10 would be the rates, and we're at 4 out of 11. But yeah, just a typical thing. Yeah, the raid ads are like full productions, right? It's a whole different thing. They did one ad like that for Watch of Realms. I don't even know if they ran it, but I have it on the creator assets. It's like Salazar shopping in a grocery store. I wish they would try stuff like that, or really just like, frankly, the game was never bigger. You can look at the Google Analytics. The game peaked aside from launch. The game was at its biggest ever during the Lust event. It's because she's like a naked stripper lady, and they advertised her like crazy. They should do that more. Right? Like when Diao Chan came out, there could have been all these things of Diao Chan like floating around and flying through the air and like some kind of feudal China. I mean, that would have been huge. What does that mean? Save for Nyx. What does any of this have to do with Nyx? You're just gonna save indefinitely till Nyx gets a banner? I don't know when Nyx is getting a banner. But Malvira is definitely better than Nyx, if that's what you're asking. I mean, Nyx is great, but I mean, the Lust. So many people started with the Lust ads. Like, so many players can be like, "Oh, I started when Lust happened, or right after Lust." There's a reason because they pushed that super hard and it worked. All right, 3 more summons for us. You got Malvira, Socrates. Congratulations. The Malvira ad, dude, it would work. If they made it cool, it would work. Mariel. I covered it in the video. You can go watch my Should You Summon on where I talk about Sadie. Nothing more to say than that. She's more mommy than Lust. There's more meat on them bones. Malvira and 5 divines. Congrats. That's really good. Okay. Slightly early. I think she looks like Ursula too, yeah. Come on, baby. Lassir. Wow, this game hates me. I hate Lassir. What a freaking piece of crap. What a terrible, terrible hero. all the Lassier truthers, you just haven't gotten to play with good heroes, so you don't truly understand how underpowered he is. Oh, thank you very much, Valentine. Appreciate that. So now we're down to 33%. So what is that? 16.5% each. Slightly rough. Ooh, little quad epic. A little points action. A1 Diao Chan. You will need A1 Diao Chan. But the new dragon, I'm convinced it will get tweaked before release. It's completely overtuned. Like, and there's it's not overtuned in an interesting way. It's just like, wow, you need so much healing, and wow, you need so much damage, and it's just like, to me, I don't think that cuts it for content, especially like content a lot of people are just gonna be, untouched by a lot of players. The vast majority of players won't even be able to get the bottom chest as it stands now. I have no idea where you heard that, so I don't know how I could possibly comment on that, Min. But I would be surprised if he comes on April 5th. I also would be, how could someone possibly know the date, Even back when we had very in-depth leaks, they would constantly get that wrong, right? So I don't know how they could now know. Yeah, I don't know why April 5th would be a thing. We're on to the diamonds, baby. Onto the diamonds. We're onto those diamonds. It's a song I just wrote. It's called We're On to the Diamonds. Let me know if you guys like it in the comment section below. Thank you. We're on to the diamonds. We are on to the fucking diamonds. Yeah. Thank you, Julio. Am I drinking beer? I'm not drinking anything but my water, man. You're convinced that people, like, I think you think people day drink much more than they do, or maybe I'm surprised that people do that more than they do. I have a very boring alcohol life nowadays. Maybe I have one drink a month at this point. My sleep's bad enough as it is. There's no reason for there to be a Pope banner soon. That's not really something they do with any frequency, and we just had one like a couple months ago. What bugs do you see, Julio? Guys, just if you ever have a bug, come to me with like hard evidence, because otherwise I don't really want to chat about it. I need proof of things. Yesterday, I was drinking Diet Coke out of a can, coffee out of a glass, and protein out of a shaker. That's true. This was the glass of coffee. I cleaned up my Diet Coke cans. This is this. They're rerun. I mean, that is a banner they've done before, but I mean, if you heard that, it's just some leak, which could be true or it could be bogus. Just doesn't matter to me. They've been so strict about the no leak thing. There's nothing I can do. This is the first time hearing about it, so I can't even confirm if I've heard other mumblings about it. There's never been a time ever where people correctly were predicting weeks in the future. You can see, so like April 5th would be like 3 weeks from tomorrow. I mean, could there be one cooking soon? Sure. Could it be old artwork from the old Paredes Yurden banner? Very, very likely. All right, we're done here, folks. Sorry, Jim. My sweet friend. Guys, we're headed over to my account. I'll give you a little teaser now. Maybe one of the mods can link my Twitch, please. Um, what is this? I never even saw this before. Launch settings? What is this? Weird. All right, let's see. How many summons do I have to work with if things go awry? We got a little stack of diamonds there. 129 blues, so we're talking like 800, potentially 850 summons. So let's see, guys. We're headed over to Twitch right now. Lord Vix shared the link. Hope to see you there. Go collect the event stuff. All right. I'll see you guys on Twitch. I'll be there within 1 minute, if not less. Thank you and goodbye. Bye.